season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Yes, sir.
The Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake, get the 23.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
What a great job tackling that time by the quarterback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The mean green needing only a sliver of green to convert on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Got it in the middle, it's Cowboy. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field. They leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
Using the quick game. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw it. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Dropping back, it's Booker. Looking deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Buying some time and some room to work. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looking for a man. It's Booker. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And how many first downs is that, guys, on this drive alone? This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The option look. He'll toss it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense, being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He's looking to the fake, and he wants to throw. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
North Texas comes to the line needing just a few inches to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense changing the play. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. North Texas facing 4th down. They had time to talk it over in the break. Let's see what they dial up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking downfield, it's Booker. Under fire. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Going to try to get it himself. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think we saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit, because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Sweet cut there. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Ellington. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Jayhawks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now on the option. The pitch. There he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, creating an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. Works the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Booker. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there. Now it's fourth down.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Looking to buy time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly complete. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
North Texas, 0.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Booker. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab on the left side.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Scanning the field, it's Booker. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Caught behind the line. It's Ellington. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments that time. They were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
On 4th down, going to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Creates a little room. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are
turning it on. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Ellington. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that? Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because
Makes the grab, pass the marker. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
the offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Breaks into the open. Powers through. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
14.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Looking downfield, it's Booker. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I like that a lot by this defense. Like, understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football. Treating him like a running back. Playing pass, but understanding that can happen. Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Looking downfield on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Here's the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ellington. In inside the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. Right down the gut of the field. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had them.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a two-point conversion there. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Makes the grab. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on fourth down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Booker. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Snap to the back. Lighting off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Direct snap. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Ellington. Looking for the end zone. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out.
And what a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchdown.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people's point